Here we'll learn about series and parallel connection. First, we'll begin with series connection. So for that, we're using this cardboard cutout, and in that, we're using this third path. So in this path, if you observe carefully, there are two resistive paths. One begins over here, ends over there, and the other begins over here and ends over there. So this is your first resistive path, and this is your second resistive path. So what makes this path a series connection? Quite simple. If I leave a ball bearing over here, right, it will by default go through both the resistive path. So the definition is that if a ball bearing goes through one of the path and also goes through the other path, then those two resistive paths are said to be in series. Something like this. So what did we observe? The ball bearing went through both the paths, right? So this idea of series will be a lot clear once you see the other connection, that is the parallel connection. So for that, we are using this particular cutout. So in this cutout, we can see two resistive paths. So one on the left hand side and one on the right hand side. So let me show that. So this is your first path, and at the other end, we have the second path, right? So these two paths are said to be in parallel. So the definition or the reason is simple. Whatever ball bearing goes through the first path will not go through the second path, and vice versa. Something like this. That was pretty good now. So we have a lot of ball bearings going through one end, one of the paths, resistive paths, but not going through the other one. And whatever went through the other resistive path didn't go via the first one. So two resistive path is said to be in parallel if a ball bearing passing through a resistive path does not go through the other resistive path. Make sense? So now to summarize, we have a final video. So what did we observe? Three ball bearings went through both the resistive path, and here the three ball bearings, whatever went through one path did not go through the other path. So now you have to fill this blank in the observation column. So there are two blanks over here and here. So read through and fill them. So for the first question, the answer is series. Whichever ball bearing goes through R1 has to go through R2. This type of connection is your series connection. In the second one, whichever ball bearing that goes through R1 will not go through R2. This type of connection is parallel connection. And very important idea, series and parallel connection. I hope you guys understood it. Think over it before you move on to the next topic.